Welcome to the episode of Project Let's Talk. I am Wannie, and I am here with our wonderful co-host, Stefanie.
Hi, everybody. Well, we have two guests here, and we would like to continue our conversation. Well, we are living in special times, and Chris, you have become the face of the university's epidemic prevention video that was produced, and you're also working in the Office of International Affairs. Yeah. So just let us know how you're experiencing the situation yourself. What about international students, exchange students? What do you hear? So is there anything you would like to share with us?
So, I mean, first things first, like the video about prevention thing, I'm really happy that I was, because it's really important to watch that video, and there are some really simple steps to go through this pandemic, but like I'm just happy of like having the chance of being the one who was on the video. Then, and talking about the office and exchange students, like at the beginning because before Taiwan was pretty stable, and then one day just like many cases came, so many exchange students, they were like really worried. And in one day, a lot of people came to the office, like every day, like in that week. And everyone was just worried about what we're going to do. Is school gonna close down? And how can I go back? I can't go back. What should I do? And they were like really worried. So our job in the office, as a part-timer, we're just guiding them to go to the right person to talk to. But like, we also have to talk to them, like socialize and like explain some stuff that we know to make them feel more relaxed, or like to make them know that we can help.
Close to you. It's you yourself, right? Probably are concerning and worrying about the same
questions.
Same
thing. Same thing. I mean, I don't have to go back to my home country. I can live here, but I do have my friends. I have my older sister, my nephew back in Paraguay. So of course I'm worried too. But I think in these type of situations when you really can't do much, you want to go, you can't, and like the airports are all closed down and things like that, you have to stay at home. I think the first thing that you have to do is just keep calm and like think about what can you do, not think about what you can't do, because you can't do it anyway. So just keep calm and like see what is on your limit of what you can do. Yeah.
How about you, Tariq? I mean, you have also met a lot of international students, I think, who had to deal with the situation. How about yourself and the situation in Jordania?
Well, yes, for us, like in the AIA, this semester it was like a really big mess.
I've heard.
Yeah, because the thing is about, like Chris said, a lot of exchange students are afraid of their situation. So a lot of them just cancel their exchange, and even more, they just decided not to come.
Yeah.
So for example, in the first semester, we had 156 exchange students. This semester, after they started leaving, we have like less than 90. So it became a big difference. Like that was the first problem.
Number.
And the second problem is because the school doesn't allow us to make a lot of any public activities, so we can't make the events that we used to make last semester. But instead, we just like personally invite them out. And then there are like some people. I'm actually surprising. Like a lot of people actually they decided to stay because they are not afraid of the virus. They just wanted to stay in Taiwan because they like the situation. Like Jiu from last week, like she was really struggling with that, and she was like, do you think I should go? Do you think I should stay? Like she kept asking us, she kept struggling with that, and then in the end she decided to stay, and that was really like really touching, like they decided to stay in times like this just because they wanted to have more experience in Taiwan. As for back in Jordan, actually the virus reached Jordan like pretty late, I think only last month. And surprisingly, the thing about Jordan is that I think a lot of people know that Middle East is mostly third world country. So we were actually surprised that the government actually did a really good job controlling the virus. The cases in Jordan is still, I think, around 500 now. And that was like a really good number, way better than us. But the thing is, a lot of people are getting affected because the method that they're taking is like a complete lockdown. Like the whole country is locked down. No one is allowed to leave unless for emergencies. This actually affect my house personally because my father can't go to his job. My sister is a medical student and they have to start taking exams online, and that's really bad for.
It's not efficient.
Yeah, it's not efficient. Plus the internet is really bad. And in Jordan, the professors have that. It's like, no matter what reason, if you don't take the exam, you fail. Like that's it. And the internet just cut at any time in Jordan. So a lot of medical students are complaining about it.
So do you call your family in Jordan often? Do you
Yeah.
FaceTime them?
Yeah, of course we have to. I mean, we have to check them on like at least once a week. Try to think what they're doing and stuff.
How about you, Chris? Do you call your sister?
Yeah, we're like texting every time, but like because of the time difference, it's really hard to catch like a right time into video call. But like I'm keeping in touch. It's the same thing in Paraguay. We have like a complete lockdown. We used to have, but now it's more like a smart quarantine. It's like you're allowed to work. Like some people are allowed to work, and you can get out from your house around 500 meters to do sports and things like that. So it's kind of being controlled, but it's a test. And after 2 weeks, they're gonna see how many cases are raising, and then they would decide if they open it more or close it back again, like Jordan.
Just such a unprecedented situation overall in the world. So every country, every society is trying, I guess, not really knowing exactly what they're doing, but trying to use different methods to protect the citizen, to protect the people. We're happy to know that at least your family in Jordan and your family in Paraguay, they are safe. So what do you miss the most about your home country now that you're here in 5 years, 4 years?
Food. I don't have to think twice. No, LA and friends and my family, but oh my god,
Food, always food.
the food, like it's just
Chris in my class had he actually made cheese balls. How do you say that in Spanish?
like in Paraguay we call it chipa.
Chipa?
It's basically cheese bread.
Yeah.
So
He made a bunch of them and to treat it all of the classes, but I personally took like 3. They were so good. They were so good.
It's like in Paraguay, like everywhere would like to eat, and it's just food is really important in our culture.
Of course.
And every culture, Taiwan too. Taiwan too. And it's just something that you miss. Like if you eat in Taiwan for your whole life and then you just go to Paraguay, you're gonna feel shocked, and then you have to get used to and stuff.
I can eat chipa all day long.
Yeah, it's good. It's perfect with coffee or So I would say food. Yeah.
How about you, Tariq?
I mean, I think of course food. Definitely food. And I think mostly my little sister, I guess, because
How old is she?
actually I have 2 younger sisters. One is now 20. She's in the university. The other one is still she's still really young. She's like 12 years old only. And I didn't get to spend much time with her because by the time she grew up in Taiwan, and by the time she went back to Jordan, I came to Taiwan.
came here.
So we only spent like 2 or 3 years together.
Oh.
Yeah, and mostly friends and family, I guess. Because like it's hard when you go to a new environment and you can't see them anymore.
How do you say sisters in Arabic?
Khawat.
Khawat. Say hello to your khawat.
مرحبا كيف حالكم؟ كيف هيني طالع على فيديو؟
Okay, now it brings to our last but not least segment of the show is the Fabulous 4. So we have 4 categories to listen to watch, to read, and to eat. We'll let our guests choose. First, Tariq, you go first.
Okay, listen to.
Okay, to listen to.
Yeah. I'm actually a big fan of Ed Sheeran songs. Like all kind of different Ed Sheeran songs.
Yes. Which song?
Most recently, I'm addicted to South of the Border. Because it's kind of Huh?
Sing for us.
No. No, I already did the dancing and the bodybuilding, and I'm not being.
Okay. Or roll a clip. Yes. Okay. And Chris?
I would choose, of course, to eat. I would cheaper.
Cheaper.
I would say that, okay, I will give you two options. So if you one day you go to Paraguay or Latin America, if you go to Paraguay, try the barbecue. We call it asado.
Oh,
Sign me up.
That
is the best ever.
As soon as the travel restrictions lifted, I am
you have
flying
the
there.
chance to go to
Barbecue,
Paraguay.
okay.
Just go straight. Paraguayan are really welcoming, so you go there, you can eat asado. Asado is like barbecue beef. It's really good.
And Chris will be our
We
personal
tried that in
tour
Japan.
guide, right?
We
Our
tried
tour
that.
guide.
Yeah, I'm a bit there. And then in Taiwan, I would say there is a Latin American restaurant made it for it's a Taiwanese who went to Argentina and he
Okay.
came here and opened a restaurant. It's
Okay.
about to close soon.
wow.
So it's in Tan district. You can also eat Latin American food, really good, really cheap. And yeah, probably we leave some information so that you can go and like
So we
get
gotta
there.
support that restaurant.
Yeah, because they're about to
Okay.
close. So especially with this pandemic,
Oh.
like the business is really hard, and then people don't know about it.
We just put the name here.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the name of that place is also El Asado. It means barbecue.
El Asado.
Asado means
Asado.
barbecue. Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
I chose to read. I'm currently reading stories by Le Clésio. He's a French writer who actually won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2008. And the book that I'm reading is called Le Cœur Brûlé, which means the burned heart. Yeah, it's a beautiful novel.
Oh, nice. Okay, that leaves me to watch. Every night, I watch. I guess a lot of people know this, and watching his show, Trevor Noah, The Late Show. Trevor Noah, The Late Show. He's very funny, but he's also very very smart. So he's having The Late Show, but I think now he renamed the show to the Social Distancing Show. So all his every day, every night, I spend about 15 minutes, 20 minutes before nighttime to catch up with the news. And he delivered the news with witty sense of humor, and it's really fun to watch. So check it out. All right, thank you for watching our episode today, and thank you, Chris, thank you, Tariq, and thank you to our wonderful co-host Stefanie. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.